How do you not burn out by trying to sell absolutely every destination to every person who comes to you? Let's talk about that today. Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm a travel advisor and I help people become travel agents. I found that when I became a travel agent, there was not a lot of information about how you could find an agency, what to look for, those big things that really set you up for success in the beginning. So that's what this channel is all about. I also have a course, it's listed below if you want to check it out. It also helps you with a step-by-step guide and some bonuses on how you can best set yourself up as you become a travel agent. So let's talk about it. You can easily burn out when you become a travel agent if you set yourself up, first of all, at the wrong agency. If you set up at an agency and they're like, sure, you can sell absolutely everything, anything that you want, you've got this, you can do it, and you started 2 days ago, that's not a good sign. We have an extensive training program that I work for, and I was one of the people that came up and created it and did it based on all the things that I had learned and the common questions that people come up with. You should have a lot of knowledge before you start so that you are more successful and not wasting time. It's the same thing. I give this analogy a lot about grocery shopping. If you are helping out a friend because they're sick and they give you a list to go to the grocery store and it just says bread, it's going to be really hard for you to find the right bread for that person. Even if they gave you just the name brand or just say whole wheat bread, are you going to be buying the same thing that they normally buy? No, you're going to have to go and ask like 50 questions as you go along. So in order to be the most successful person, we want to set you up so that you are ready to go as a travel agent when it's time to open your doors and take in new clients. Now, some agencies will not require any training. So that's something you want to talk about when you're interviewing them, when you're starting off, because if there's no training in the beginning, except if you're doing Disney training or Royal Caribbean training or things like that, if it's just supplier training, that's not training. That's not the training I'm talking about. I have, at the agency I work with, we have a full program. It is videos that I have recorded, videos my agency owner has recorded, and they come together to help people be the best travel agents they can be. So that's the first thing you want to know. The second thing is you want to do this. I hate the N word, but it's the niche word. It's such a big thing in so many industries about niching down. You have to niche down and you have to niche down. And in the travel world, sometimes people get confused because niching down in the travel world does not mean that you have to sell a specific destination, but you might sell to a specific group of people. So there are obviously many travel agents out there that specialize in Disney destinations. Some of them are Disney World, some of them are Disney Cruise, some of them are Disneyland. It doesn't have to even be one location, but those people are focusing on that destination. So you better know every single thing about that destination. Every vacation you take better be on one of those places so that you can show people what your knowledge is. And you have to know all of it because in the Disney space, it's constantly changing and there's always people that are going to know this information. Now, you also can do groups, meaning like you don't have to sell to a specific destination, but you can be selling to a specific group of people. So maybe you're selling to, let me think, men over 40 who are looking to take couples vacations with their wives. And the goal of this is that, men are starting to, work on these vacations. They're taking something off the plate for their wife and you're just marketing to men. Like, wouldn't this be great that you are doing this for your wife and you can take all the credit for it and I'll do all the work in the back end? So maybe that's your niche, right? And then you would know all those couple locations. You would know for the people who don't want to travel far away from their kids, those types of places that they could go. And then when they are comfortable, maybe leaving the country and leaving their kids behind, where can they go for those couple vacations? So you wouldn't be focusing on a destination, but more what a group of people would like. So you have to think of which one you kind of want to start with in that location. And in that thought, is it going to be a location place or is it going to be a specific group of people? And I will say When you do have a specific niche to a destination, a lot of times people will assume that that's the only thing that you can sell. So you have to make it super, super, super clear that you also do this, or you also travel here too, and you can help people with this, or you also do this kind of destination. So, all you want to make sure that as much as you are marketing to your specific group or destination, that you are also highlighting other things that you do so that you can help. If you have this family this dad who helps his wife to get away, they probably are also going to want a family vacation at one point. So hopefully you would be able to then book a family vacation with them. And then maybe they want to do a multi-generational trip after that. So that. So there's a lot of different options in there, but you want to make it really, really clear to people that you don't sell either just to that person or just to that destination. And an easy way that I do this is that once someone becomes a client, there's an email that gets sent that says, thank you for becoming part of the family here. We're so glad that you want to take this great vacation. I'll be working with you here and there about, whatever it is that they're doing. And just a reminder that, these are the places I sell. So if you are thinking about adding on another vacation this year, or if you want to talk about future vacations, these are places where I really focus on and I can best help you going forward. And that kind of helps people because it puts it in their mind. And when they return from their trip, I also remind them about this again so that they know. But that can be really helpful for you as you get started because a lot of people have started and their biggest complaint, the thing I hear all the time is, oh, I can't get people to stop coming to me about cruises or coming to me about Disney World. And I don't want to sell that anymore. Okay, but that's if you only marketed that those are the two things that you've ever done and you don't go anywhere else or you don't do anything else, no one's going to come to you for those other things. You can't just say it like one time to someone and hope that they remember or post it one time on social media and think everyone's going to remember. I can't remember what anyone posted on anything for social media today. So none of it is top of my mind. What is top of my mind are who are the 4 people I most commonly see on Instagram. And that's what I want to see. That's what I'm going to remember. Like, oh, so then when it does come time to do a trip, I'm going to be like, oh, right, that person was always posting. They were talking about this or that. So I can talk to them about going on this trip. So it's not necessarily top of mind all the time, but you want to be consistent with your marketing so that people can see what it is that you do, how you help people, things like that, and that you come up on their feed consistently so that they remember you. That always helps. All right, if you are interested in becoming a travel agent, like I said at the beginning, there's a course down below. Sometimes it's open, sometimes it's closed. So if you put the messages in the comments, I can sometimes open it up for you if it is closed at that time. Not always, but sometimes. And that's pretty much it. So I will see you next time. Bye.